All right, let's get into it. If you don't want this movie spoiled, it is on Netflix, so just go watch it and keep scrolling. Dark Skies is about a family. It's a mom, a dad, an older brother, Jesse, and a younger brother, Sammy. This movie picks up pretty quick, and weird shit starts happening right off the rip. The first main thing being the mom keeps going into the kitchen in the middle of the night, and everything is like stacked weird. They think somebody's breaking into the house, so they install a security system. And one night, every single security door is breached at the same time. So none of this is explainable. And not long after, hundreds of birds crash into their home and die. One night, the mom sees one of these creepy figures standing over the younger son's bed, and the whole family starts experiencing weird phenomenon. So, like, they're losing time, they're going through these, like, catatonic phases where they can't move or speak, and Sammy ends up having these weird marks all over his body. So at this point, the mom knows that something bizarre is up, so she starts researching, like, UFOs and alien abductions. Also forgot to mention that Sammy keeps drawing these weird drawings with like these dark skinny figures. Anyway, so at this point they know it's something supernatural and they seek out a specialist. He tells them there's different species of extraterrestrials and the one that is coming after them is called the Greys. And he said this has affected many people and all of the cases end in one child being abducted. So he asks who the first person that the Greys had contact with is in the family, which is Sammy. And they will always show special interest in this person before abducting them. And he basically tells them that they don't have much time and the Greys are going to come and abduct their son any minute now. So the dad buys a gun, they get a guard dog, because apparently dogs can kind of like pick up the presence, so they'll bark when the Greys are around. So one night they board up all the windows and they get ready to fight the Greys from taking their son. So the Greys invade and come into their home and they all start having like different hallucinations, or they're with the family and then end up like separated from the family and they're alone. So again, at this point, they're really protecting Sammy because they think that he's like the chosen one that the Greys are after. But then the older son, Jesse, starts having a hallucination. And next thing he knows, when he comes out of that hallucination, he is separated from the family and surrounded by Greys. And he just disappears in a flash of light, while his parents watch on and literally cannot do anything to stop it. So a bit of time passes and it shows the family moving out of the house and moving into an apartment. And it shows newspaper articles saying that the son went missing and the parents are suspected of his disappearance. So while Lacey, the mom, is going through boxes, she discovers a bunch of like old pictures and old drawings that Jesse made when he was younger. And she's going through them and all of a sudden she comes across some that look like Sammy's drawings of these figures. So during this, she then also has flashbacks to the fact that Jesse, the older son, always had these unexplainable illnesses as a child, which she had mentioned earlier in the movie. And he had been drawing pictures of the Greys. So they mistakenly thought that the Greys first had contact with Sammy, when in reality they had been following the family for years and first made contact with Jesse. And that's why Jesse was the one that was abducted. The movie ends with us hearing feedback from Sammy's walkie-talkie, and it's Jesse's voice calling out Sammy's name.